How's it going, guys? My name is Kro, and today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, I may have found... Okay, I found the best way to farm this event, the Chubby Chipmunk event. That's great. But I may have found a way to have more than one Chubby Chipmunk, and it's probably going to get patched, so stick around at the end of the video to find that out. If this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, become part of the first 300k OGs on the channel, and let's get into the video. So yes, as you can see, I actually have two Chubby Chipmunks in the game, this guy and this guy. And if you noticed, tiny Chubby Chipmunk, that's a hint. But now, I want to talk to you guys about the event. And this event is actually fairly simple to farm, and even without the double Chubby Chipmunk thing going on, I know of a really good way to farm the event quickly. So here's what's happening. You've got this guy right here, and he wants you to feed him any type of plant up to 1,500 points. That's really easy to do. What I've been doing is I've been doing anything. I've been gathering coconuts, I've been gathering sugar apples, I've been gathering anything and everything that I had from before for farming the battle pass. And you walk up to this guy and you submit all your fruits and boom, the nutty fever begins. You can do this every 5 minutes. Now, right over here, you get your free chipmunk. You pick him up, you put him in your garden, and every 30 seconds with the fever, the chipmunk goes and eats a thing and grows a little bit bigger. So here's the thing. Before, the leak said you could force feed your chipmunk. Now you cannot force feed your chipmunk. Every 2 minutes, he eats something in your garden and gets a little bit bigger. But you cannot force feed him, which is really too bad. I kind of like force feeding him. I like that idea, that concept from the leak. But like we said with leaks, they're always subject to change. So there's no way to force feed him. And every 2 minutes, he has to do this. Now, I tested with my 15-second peacock. Didn't work. I could not affect this guy with a 15-second peacock. Smart, or the really wealthy people in the game will abuse this event relentlessly. So peacocks don't work. I'm going to imagine mimics don't work and queen bees don't work and things like that. You can do your testing on yourself, but I highly doubt they're going to work. What does work is the nutty event, which triggers every 5 minutes, which takes it from a 2-minute cooldown down to a 30-second cooldown. Now, what I kind of want to see here is with my double chipmunk thing going on here, tiny Chubby Chipmunk and my regular Chubby Chipmunk, do they both trigger, and does that give me multiple acorns on the field? Because the acorns are a way to farm this event actively. So I'm going to actually watch a little bit. I do happen to have 2 of them. One of them went off. Problem is the other one's tiny, and I don't know where he is. Chubby Chipmunk ate your coconut. Good. Acorn appeared. Good. But what about the second one? There's a little guy right there. You know what? Can I hit him with any other shard so that he's not tiny? I'm going to hit him with a cleansing pet shard. I'm going to cleanse this guy. I'm going to try. There we go. Put him back to normal. So I'm going to watch my cooldowns, okay? The first one on the right, 150, 144. It should get down to about 130, and they should use the ability. Okay, Chubby Chipmunk number 2 just did the coconut thing. Acorn on the map. Chubby Chipmunk number 2 is getting all the way down to a 2-minute cooldown, down to 0. So the first Chubby Chipmunk is affected by the weather event, but the second one that I got illegitimately, it does not seem to be. But it's still faster having 2 than 1. Now, every time they eat something, your Chubby Chipmunk gets a bit bigger, and these acorns appear in the field, and the acorns have a chance of giving you the chest. So there's the acorn disappeared. Hello? Maybe having more than one Chubby Chipmunk doesn't matter. Regardless, it is possible. So here's what happens. As your chipmunk gets heavier, he unlocks more and more rewards, and these are all the rewards based off of weight. The bigger he gets, the more chests you're going to get, etc. All the way down to new plants, new pets, the Hyrax, the Fortune Squirrel, and the Pecan. Now this little question mark icon is interesting. If you click it, it shows you all of the rewards you can get for picking up the acorns around the map. You have the nutty chest down here. You have multiple chances for nutty chests. And take a look, you just saw it on my screen right there. There was a double opportunity. I did get double rewards from the double chipmunks. It never should have been possible. Now, let's chat. Let's talk. How do we farm this event faster? Well, first things first, you must always keep the acorn weather going. Every 5 minutes, shove food into this guy. That's the first thing you must do, because then you're getting acorns on the map, and the acorns on the map are more chances at nutty chests. I'm already sitting on 7 nutty chests. Now, why do you want to farm this event? Because of the chinchilla. The chinchilla is the new mimic octopus. It is just strictly better than the mimic octopus from what we're seeing so far. So right now, I'm picking up all these coconuts to shove into that guy's face to get the event going. Then we're going to talk about how to farm this event a little bit more efficiently and a little bit quicker. Boom, the Chubby Chipmunk's Nutty Fever has ended. That sucks. That's a problem. I want to keep that going. So I'm going to come over here, you there, get going, submit all fruit. Now, this is stuff you already understand. This is stuff you already know. Let's ramp it up a little bit. You know what's great? Getting these acorns. Because every time you get an acorn, boom, right there, chance at a nutty chest. You know what's not great? Running around. So you know what is great? Which I just said 3 times. Raptors. Raptors. Now, I have 2 of these nutty guys. I will tell you how to do that in a second, though you probably figured it out by now. Raptors allow you to run faster, and they stack. So now, it's so much faster. It's so fast. 15% from this guy, right? And this guy increases it by another 15%. I'm like 15, 30, 60, 90. I'm almost twice as fast. So this is a great way. Get raptors because they help you to get the acorns even faster because eventually you get sick and tired of chasing down the acorns. What I like about this event, it allows you to farm 2 things at the exact same time. Because you're picking up fruits to submit to the guy every 5 minutes, you're also farming your battle pass for those of you that haven't done it yet or finished it yet. You're also farming your battle pass. Look at all these battle pass levels I've picked up just farming this event. It also helps that the admin mutations speed it up. But man, oh man, you can farm 2 things at once. It is so clutch. Now, if you don't have as many plants as I have, you may want to use things like different times of ants or giants ants, etc., to give you additional harvests to hand into the guy to keep this thing rolling every 5 minutes. That's clutch. Now let's talk about the ridiculous double squirrel method that is most likely going to be patched by the time you already watched this video. The developers are quick on these patches lately. The past 2 or 3 times I've done this, the developers have patched it. If right now I am on version 1947, that's what I'm on, okay? If you're not on 1947, if you're on something later, it may not work for you. What I did, I tried multiple things. The first thing I tested to see if I could gift a Chubby Chipmunk from my alt to my main. No, you cannot gift them. They're frozen in your account. Then I tried a trading ticket. I tried to trade from my alt to my main. No, they're still frozen in the account. You can't gift them. You can't trade them. Then I was in the Dawn Discord server. And in the Dawn Discord server, somebody said, level your dude to 50. Shove it in the pet mutation machine. And while it's in the pet mutation machine, the game thinks you don't have one, so it gives you another free one. I did it, and it worked. That's why I had a tiny one and a regular one, and why I now have 2 regular ones. But what I'm noticing is that one of the Chubby Chipmunks, hold on, they're both ready, okay? Now we're going to observe this. One of the Chubby Chipmunks, for sure, is affected by the fall weather, by this weather, allowing it for an acorn every 30 seconds. I don't think the second one is. I don't think the second one gets the benefit of the event weather, and it still is at 2 minutes. Now, that's still an additional acorn for free every 2 minutes. That's kind of cool. I'll take that. Where's the second acorn? Now, the next thing I'm wondering is if they actually do stack. On the flip side, the acorns could be potentially anywhere on the map. Most of the acorns I've noticed have been in the middle of the map. Then again, I haven't done a whole lot of looking around. Oh, for the edge of the map right there. Things that will also help you. Recall wrenches to get over here, right? Clicking the seeds to get over here, right? And then event lanterns to get in the middle. If you want to use event lanterns, that can also help you. Let me go over here and double check. Now, look at this. Look right here. Even having 2 Chubby Chipmunks isn't as OP as I expected, because this one does trigger every 30 seconds, but the one down here, where did it go? The one down there didn't trigger at 1 minute 30 seconds. This one has to go all the way through the full 2 minute cooldown. The second one is unaffected by the event weather, which is unfortunate. Now, this does beg the question, does this second one, though, benefit from these turn-ins? This I'm actually going to stay on and watch. See, we have unclaimed rewards. This could be because of the weight issue. This guy is at 1.27 kilograms. He's already reached the very first reward right here at 1.25. The second one is only, oh, guys. Oh, guys, look. One of the squirrels, 127. The other squirrel, 155. I should be receiving 2 rewards if this works. It may not work, which means it may not be as OP as we were hoping or expecting. Let's check this out. I should be receiving 2 rewards. Claim times 1. I don't like that. I'm at 8 chests. Claim it. I'm at 9 chests. No more unclaimed rewards. Guys, even if you do manage to get 2 squirrels, they both do not count to the track. The developers were smart. They don't let you have more than 1 count to the track. You don't get 2 tracks. So, even if you do manage to get a second nutty squirrel, even if you somehow manage to do it, a chunky squirrel, sorry, the only benefit I'm seeing is additional acorns on the map. That's it. That's the only benefit I see. So in all honesty, since the second squirrel is unaffected by the fall weather effect, and since it doesn't give you a second track for rewards, I wouldn't sweat missing out on it. I honestly wouldn't. An additional acorn every 2 minutes is almost not worth it. I'd almost rather have a 7th raptor down to increase my run speed that much more. Plants, as many plants as you can to feed into the event. We did just get like 67 mango trees from the most recent admin abuse. You probably have a bunch of plants lying around. Feed this guy all the way. Submit all the fruits. Keep this thing going. I still need more fruits. And then pick up the acorns that drop every 30 seconds from your squirrel or chipmunk, whatever it's called. Now, why are we doing this? Why do you want nutty chests? Let's go and take a look at the pet, shall we? On the Grow a Garden Wiki, you do have the Chubby Chipmunk event, and you can scroll all the way down to take a look at the rewards and click on the chinchilla, who is chinchillin'. Every 30 minutes, this is the official version, by the way, every 30 minutes, goes to another pet, rolls around the dust, and makes that pet ability perform its ability 3 times in a row. I still don't know whether the chinchilla can affect other chinchillas or not. I'll own one. I need to do testing. But there is a chance that multiple chinchillas on the field will affect each other and have a chain reaction of near infinite cooldowns. Even if that's not possible, having a pet go and duplicate a pet ability 3 times, this is at age 1, probably 1 kilogram. I bet you heavier ones, I bet you older ones are even better than 3 times in a row. The chinchilla is definitely worth farming. Absolutely worth farming. So if I were you, I would do this event. I would farm this event. It's a chest event and it's not an egg event. If it was an egg event, that would be a problem. You could seal and coin method it. This one you can't, which is clutch. Everything about this event is definitely worthy of being farmed. Get raptors. The run speed is really, really nice and really, really beneficial, and it saves so much time. If you guys know of any other way to speed up the farming of this event, comment down below with your thoughts, comment down below with your ideas. I might pin your comment, especially if you had something completely game-breaking and super important. Hopefully this video was useful to you. Hopefully it was valuable. If it was, go ahead and hit subscribe. Become part of the first 300K OGs of the channel. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.